does not have the evil that these humans have. So it's a human problem. It's not that religion is bringing it. You can go to a place with no religion. The majority of atheists, I think the biggest population is in China. Everything is not fixed there. They have 300 million atheists there. Don't think it's just no religion is going to fix everything. Yes, religion has bad and they have good. Atheism has bad, they have good. What he said earlier, we need to unite, right? It's not a thing about Christians are screwing up us or the black population or it set us up in a certain way. It's helping certain people. Yes, 0.05% of religious people are really evil, but the other 99.05% are out there with good hearts, just working like you, just trying to feed their family like you. Yeah, they believe in a God. Yeah, they might believe in Jesus, but it's not hurting anyone. It's not. It's actually making them better, taking better steps.
Over 9 million, right? On Tazok show, we like to call bullshit, right? When it is stated, you stated some facts. You said that an atheist did, right, commit one of the greatest genocide ever known, and his name was Stalin, right? We agree with you, but, right, there are members, right, especially in Islam, that follow an ideology that does not make them Muslim, like the whole, unaliving ideology, using
so let's count that number, right?
Things, right?
Let's count that number. We have ISIS, probably about 10-20,000 strong. Right? We have Al Qaeda. We'll give them a high estimate, maybe 50K, 100K, and then let's also not forget that the ISIS was created because the Al Qaeda members were all put in Abu Ghraib prison, and they got to. So it's basically us kind of helping the ISIS thing start, okay? And then the Al Qaeda. We all know the history of Al Qaeda, Bin Laden, how much billions they were paid.
We also have over 9 million. Don't forget Zionists. Right? Zionists believe in unaliving all Palestinians. And all Palestinians that follow the Hamas ideology believe in unaliving all Israelis. Right? And all the Hindus that follow Hindutva believe in unaliving all Indian Muslims. Right?
We have to be careful with saying all of them even. Just because say someone even believes in the Hamas ideology or believes in the Hindu. There's Hindus out there that see it happen. Maybe they're not doing anything about it, but they're not okay with it. So even out of all the extremists, not all of them are actually going to act violently, even though they might say, oh, the Zionists should not be in Israel.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question over 9 million. During slavery, what percentage of American Christians supported slavery?
Well, now I'm seeing all kind of new history. I'm seeing even there's Abraham Lincoln was half black. We never knew about that. Benjamin Franklin is black. We never knew about that. So it's hard to say. We had black presidents before Obama, and it's never been publicized in our history books or in our schools.
Before over 9 million, right? Is it true that in Britain, before they imported Africans to be the slaves, there was a certain population of the white population in Europe that were the slaves?
100%. The lower class in the older civilizations, whether Europe or Middle East, they had servants, they had servitude, they had slaves, and the slaves, they even had prisoners of war. So that's how they usually came out. If some place got taken over
9 million. Over 9 million. You've answered the correction factually, and we really appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
But here's the question, right? What do you think about my idea, and why are the Christians rejecting my idea? My idea.
What was your idea?
Right. My idea is we get a commercial out there, right? Basically, getting people that don't want to do the job to fund those that are doing the job, and the job is to go to Israel and India and knock on all the Israeli and Palestinian doors and get them to vote for a united government, because the Israeli government isn't doing nothing for them, and the Palestinian government isn't doing nothing for them. Right? And the other idea is to go to India and knock on all the Hindu doors and all the Muslim doors and get them to elect a leader that is about unity, not about division. What do you think about that?
It's going to be very tough. I love it. I think it could happen, but it has to happen within Israel and Palestine and within I don't think we can get up from the U.S. and go up there.
No. You're 100% correct. Overnight million, right? You know, we start with the people in the U.S., right? But then once we get there, we get the Palestinians and Israelis, and once we get to India, we get the Indians, the Muslim ones, and the Hindu ones, right, to join in on this. The thing is, right, there are people that are calling my idea the Antichrist idea. They're saying that is what the Antichrist will do, right? And so I'm not the Antichrist, I'm Gabushi, right? But the Christians are calling my idea the Antichrist idea. Right?
Let me tell you why.
Antichrist idea really a bad idea?
This is my opinion on why they think that, because it's a very big, because when you talk to Orthodox Jewish people, they're protesting against IDF and Israeli defense. They're actually protesting against them. It's the modernized Ashkenazi European Jewish people that are, dual citizenship. They're not running away from danger.
Overnight million. Overnight million. Me and Tazok are well aware that the Jews that wear black and white, the ones that believe in that believe that they are not allowed to return to Jerusalem until the Messiah comes, that they are peaceful individuals, right? And they do not join the hateful ideology of the white wannabe Jews, right?
Thank you, Social Fix. Thank you for the subscription.
We do realize that, and Social Fix, thank you.
So what about these secular sides that are involved in this? Because we have the Palestinian civilians, we have the Israeli civilians, and then we have all these governments around that are secular governments, right? There is no religion. It's not up to the Palestinian people or even the Israeli people that want an end to all of this. It's happening. There's too much outside noise and outside interference to even begin to do something like that. I think we have to lobby against these guys.
Overnight million, right? I've spoken to a lot of Israelis and Palestinians and Hindus and Muslim Indians that live in America, and it appears they're the ones that are filled with hate. I believe that once this mission starts, right, and God blesses me in this mission and makes it possible for me, right, that the people that live in Israel and Palestine will be more welcoming, and the people that live in India will be more welcoming. I believe that the ones that live in America, right, don't believe in religion, right, and they just want to spend their money to cause the religious people that are there heartache and destruction.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%, man. There's the people are the pawns, it's the hardworking and the lower class, poor class that are just
But what people?
So, but what is the true reason why? What is the true reason why the Zionists and Israel? Why is the true reason why they are killing the Palestinians?
Can I add on this, because everyone knows the basic things, right? I want to touch in on the powerful politicians in the U.S. Most of them are even jealous. There's a certain thing, I think it's evangelical, right? So let me tell you what their future prediction is, what the prophecy according to their interpretations of their version of Christianity is. Basically, when Israel, when the temple, right? There's a temple that you... When the mosque, right? There's a mosque over there. When that mosque is destroyed and the temple is rebuilt, then what happens is the second coming of Jesus comes, and any Christian that's there is going to go with Jesus and to the supposed heaven, but everyone that's down there, including the Jewish people, will all die.
Yeah.
This is this is the reason why Israel and Palestine are fighting.
We definitely.
What's going on? What's going on? I get an echo. All right.
I'm gonna jump back in a little bit. Let me take.
Yeah. You guys should hump out and hump back in, both of you.
Okay.
Yeah. The problem is that They are expecting, Gabuchi's plan is expecting people who are not religious to compromise their values. But the people who are religious don't want to compromise their values. Whenever you find religious people being the majority, they oppress other people. The problem is religion. They just spend all this whole time supporting my point. Gabuchi and that brother that was just talking, you guys just made my point. You made my point.
Cesar, you
I'm
have
just making my point.
you have a good point, but then the get rid of religion point, that's a Stalin point, as that one dude said. Hopefully he comes back, right? But I wanted to answer that one.
No. Getting rid of religion is the exact same thing that religion does when it tries to get rid of paganism and other forms of existences that are not religious, right? Religious people don't only fight each other, they fight people who are not like them. So saying that to get rid of religion is a problem, it's not a problem. We can get rid of religion in a way that doesn't hurt people. What I'm saying is that we shouldn't teach religion to the kids. So we should learn, we should come together, and at a certain point in time, we should get rid of all the religious stories and stop teaching our kids those fantasies and create a generation of people that never learned about the religion. To begin with, we should slowly
bring back over 9 million. I think you requested.
Yeah, hold up.
Like by far one of the most interesting guests we've had. Though. I'm not gonna lie. Like usually we talk about nonsense, but this guy actually knows what he's talking about.
Gabuchi, you're a fool. Just because somebody agrees with you doesn't mean that you have to freaking
I kid you not. He didn't agree with me. He didn't agree with you. He told it like it was.
No, that's just because I'm not coming at what he has to say. I'm just letting him say what he has to say. Doesn't mean I agree with him.
Tizak, I've agreed with you too before. You probably don't remember. I ain't been on in a minute.
I'm not saying that what you're saying is bad or wrong. I'm just listening. I'm letting you talk.
I'm letting you talk. Comes back when he takes off that hat. You know.
So you heard right what the issue is. All the elite politicians, their belief is Jesus will return when that mosque in Palestine is destroyed and then rebuilt. Jesus will come back on a spaceship, literally, and then all the Jewish people and everyone else will die.
Over 9 million. That's the question that I wanted to answer to you. Right?
Yeah.
Did you know that in the Torah, well, technically in the Tanakh or Midrash, whatever, right? Before that mosque was built, it was actually a Jewish prophecy that it was going to be built, right? And did you know that when Muhammad was alive, all the Muslims used to pray towards Jerusalem? Then Muhammad saw something. Muhammad saw something, and then he asked God to change the prayer direction to Mecca, and all the Muslims decided to change their prayer direction to Mecca. So technically,
that sounds like so much BS. That sounds like BS, man. That sounds like magic. That sounds like Superman and Kryptonite.
He had 3 good points, right? He had three really good points.
Wait. Technically speaking, right? That mosque, that prayer direction, still belongs to the Jews. So the Muslims are illegally occupying that.
Which one? The Jerusalem?
Mosque.
No. So that one, no one is.
No, like according, if you read the Quran, and the Hadith, that mosque belongs to the Jews.
That's not. Look, the thing is that mosque is. You can't say that it belongs to the Jews or belongs to the Muslims. When they pray in that mosque, they're still facing Mecca. The thing with that mosque is, it was prophesied in the Jewish books, right? That it was going to be destroyed. And then the other thing about Orthodox Jewish people is that when that thing gets destroyed, another prophecy is the Antichrist comes. So Orthodox Jews do not want that mosque destroyed. They do not want a new temple built that is not good for their prophecy. But for the evangelicals, the elite politicians, their prophecy says when that mosque is destroyed, Jesus comes back and all of those Christians go to heaven with him and everyone else dies.
But I'm telling you, I'm a Muslim and I read the Quran and I read the Hadith, and Allah says, I mean, he doesn't really say, but he points out that it's really theirs. It doesn't really belong to Muslims.
This is the thing. This is the one thing that most people, I think, they won't get this right.
That's why you shouldn't believe anything you read in a book.
No, here's the thing. This is actual science we're going to take, right? The actual Palestinians that live there, the ones that are stuck, the millions that can't leave, right? The ones that are there barricaded, if you do their DNA, I guarantee you're going to find that same bloodline, because it's not like the Muslims came and took over there. When the Muslims came, there was a lot of willing conversions. It wasn't spread like people like you to think. It was a peaceful conversion in most cases. In some cases, it was self-defense, and then in some of them, there was some offense.
Overnight million.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the prophecy of Moshiach?
The Jewish one, right?
Yeah, you're familiar with that one. Okay, so basically, according to Rambam, right, he gives an analogy of the axe and the wood of the axe. So the wood, referring to Moshiach, is actually a Muslim. So Moshiach is actually a Muslim. And when he comes, we'll have a new Torah, right? So it could be that new Torah is the Quran, right? So I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I gotta really dig into the actual Tanakh. You know, I'll read the Old Testament, and I'll go back and read even the New Testament and Orthodox Jewish Bible version. So I kind of get some Hebrew words, and I'll reverse translate it. But I haven't really
go to Rabbi Zitron's channel and watch the Moshiach series, right? And he'll throw in some facts in there. Like technically,
you guys, you know what's funny? You guys don't live in the real world. You guys live in books. Go on, read this, read that. That's not reality. Those are just stories. The fact that you guys are making it seem as though those things are just modern stories. What are you doing? Just speculating? At the end of the day, neither of you know.
Tizak,
right?
Anything good come from the Bible, even the modern ones today that I probably won't even take as fully divinely inspired. Well, do you think
Hi guys, good morning.
Nothing good came from the Bible?
That nothing good came from the Bible?
Yeah. Not one
yes,
thing.
nothing good at all.
So if one good thing came from it, what's the big deal, man? Even if only one, which I think more than one good thing came from these.
Because it's a cancer. That becomes a cancer. We can do better. What's up, Fleming?
I know,
Fleming?
that's what Stalin said. Let's see what Flavor got to say.
Listen, hold on. Before you say something, Fleming, bro, accusing everybody of being Stalin is a very weak strategy.
No, I said that.
That just shows that you're.
That's what he said. You just said religion is a.
No, hold up. You don't know that it's Stalin like. You don't know that it's Stalin like. Let me tell you what you're doing. You're trying to define something that you don't know. So you go into the arsenal of your thoughts and your ideas, and you pull out the closest thing. Hold up. You go into the arsenal of your ideas and you pull out the closest thing in your mind, that thing that appears to be what I'm saying, and you state it out and you think that that's what I'm saying. No, you don't. You haven't spoken to me in details. You don't know if anything that I'm saying comes close to being Stalin. You're just saying it just because it's convenient. You're not saying it. You're not saying it because you understand the perspective, right?
You probably don't remember.
Here's a point. Wait.
No. Check this out. Check this out. That's what I'm saying. We throw ideas. Hold up, Gabuchi, please. We throw ideas sometimes and we don't give it deep thought. Think about it, man. I'm not trying to trip. Just think about it.
I 100% believe that.
Nah. Listen, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't make it true.
You can become Stalin once you decide that all religious people need to go to a concentration camp. As long as you're not doing that, you're not Stalin.
Yeah, that's why I said Stalin light.
I mean, okay, let's be just. Let's be fair. Stalin was a supposedly atheistic, right? I'm not really defending atheists. Like I said, I always say to you personally, I think that the atheists and the theists are the exact same person, two sides of the same coin. From my perspective, they're the exact same person. They can't see me where I'm at, but I can see them because they put themselves in that box, right? Flipping left and right, potential kinetic energy left and right, yin yang. You're in that box.
I know that
from my
about you.
perspective.
I know you don't. I know you're not an atheist.
Okay, but now, when you compare the actions of Stalin as, let's say, for example, an atheistic system leadership, and you compare him to all the religious leaders that have been tyrants to our generation, you really think that there's anything a religious person can say out of their mouth that would not sound like the ideas of some extremist religious person out there throughout time?
Name the religious leader, and make sure it's not a Western puppet. But name one of the leaders you're talking about.
Saddam Hussein.
Which specific? In what specific way?
Anyway, that killed millions, even 100,000, like 500,000, something close.
The popes.
Close to
The popes.
Stalin.
The popes.
That's Western. He said not Western.
That is
The popes.
Western. That's
Western, bro. He said not Western.
I'm under the belief that the Christianity was taken over by Europe. It wasn't a European religion, but the European kings and priests took over.
Hold on. Ask your question again.
My question? I didn't say question.
You said to name a
His question
person.
was
Name a leader that ever killed millions.
Yeah.
How many? Hold on, bro. I don't think you're listening to me. You see,
you said you could have more religious leaders.
you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. Stalin is one person. Stalin did not go around Russia killing and persecuting religious people. It was the Russian people. You cannot ignore the aspect of reality.
Okay,
hold up, bro. Hold up. The same thing as Hitler. Hitler did not go and put Jews in concentration camp. German people did. They were the ones that had to face their conscience. They were the ones that had to face their conscience as they took those Jews and did those things to them. You cannot generalize it. Hold up. You cannot generalize it and then just put it in Hitler's name and think that it defines exactly what was happening in Germany.
Come on, man.
Bro.
Who paid them?
Well, please.
Hold
up. Everybody hold up, bro. You see, this is that thing where people don't think that they can learn something new, and you come about this religious form of indoctrination, and you're not listening. What point am I trying to make? Tell me, what point am I trying to make from your perspective so far? What have you understood that I'm trying to say?
You're saying whatever amount of death Stalin had to do, then all these religious extremist leaders probably did more evil than his whole reign or his whole.
That's not what he said.
Name 10.
He said, right?
Name 10 atheistic leaders that killed millions. Name 10 of them.
Hitler, Stalin.
Hitler was not an atheist. Hitler was not an atheist.
Yes,
he was a Catholic.
He wasn't religious.
He was a Catholic.
He killed a lot of religious people, but he sided with the Catholic Church.
Hitler was a Catholic.
Haman.
Well, guys, sorry guys to come in here, if I should add to it, I think religion has killed more people.
That's what I'm trying to tell them.
They should go
Genghis Khan. Can we consider Genghis Khan non-religious?
Excuse me, please.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan was a Buddhist. He was a Buddhist.
Go do your research. It's there. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. We don't have to come here and talk things that are not credible. These things that are. Go do your research. Christianity and Islam have killed more people.
Femi.
I'm coming, please. I allow you guys to talk. You've been talking since I kept quiet. I do more of listening than talking.
Femi, 1 second. 1 second, Femi, right? Did you hear my solution to world peace? That we go to Israel and Palestine.
Gabuchi, let him say what he has to say. Then you could go Gabuchi, let him say what he has to say, because he hasn't spoken as much as us, right? And then you can now respond to what he has to say. Let him say what he wants to say. He has to say at least one time.
Even from the Bible you read, you understand. Go do your research. you find out that Christianity has even killed more people than Islam. Go do your research. Going to, for instance, now going to destroy the whole city of Sodom and Gomorrah is there. Going to killing the Philistines.
God was the one that did that.
We are talking about religion. Have you seen God? Have you seen God? Those things are some of those things are. Excuse me, please. Some of those things are stories that have been told and handed over to us, and we believe them. You understand me? Some of those things in the Bible are.
What are you talking about, bro?
God was the one
that sent Katrina and killed how many people? God was the one that sent the hurricane and killed how many people? God kills people every single day. He does not care.
You said God will not listen. Excuse me. I was very quiet to listen to you guys to see. I mean, because I'm the kind of person that's always quiet to learn. I don't just come and start talking. And before I talk, I do my research. You understand? God, those are the things that have been handed over to us, forced on us, and made to believe, which is what we Africans are suffering from: religious and mental slavery. That is what we Africans are suffering from. They feed us with those things, and we believe them. We left our tradition. Even religion has killed more people even than African tradition. How many people have African tradition killed? You understand? I'm coming. Oh God.
A few weeks ago, God was
you guys can talk. I think I have to go because you don't want to listen to me.
He killed 70 people.
You don't want to listen to me.
God is the one that is.
You keep saying God. You were told those things that God did it. You were told. What do you have? What are the facts you have to back it up? You saw it with your own eyes. Were you there? Because you read the Bible.
How many people did God kill with COVID?
You read the Bible and you believe what they told you. And so also in African tradition, there are things that happen in African traditions that were not detailed. Even if it were detailed, we frown at them because we don't believe in them, because we so much believe in the religions that have been handed over to us and made us and forced on us and made to believe in them.
There is no world peace.
You understand? And that's the problem with Africa today. That's the problem with Africa today.